That's the way it should be. And then at the same time, protects the person that has collected the money, so that in the event, he said something also, agriculture is high risk. And without protection for that risk, there's a very big problem. I think within the past 2 years, our farmers have faced that the return on investment this year on tomato is bad, which means if I collected a loan to boost my agricultural farming, this year I'm in trouble. So insurance now is supposed to create the support system for me being able to give back the money that I have invested, and then give back and all of that. Now, we have in Nigeria the National Agricultural Insurance Commission. So these are the three things that are affecting insurance uptake in Nigeria. When we come later, we'll talk about the fact that this lack of trust transcends just not even trusting the system, because yes, you may take it, but the day you want to claim, claims process is long. Getting back your money, it becomes a problem, with the bureaucratic bottlenecks all the way. So these are the...
Thank you very much. Alhaji Ismaila, what do you think are the best ways to effectively balance the risk in forward contracts and off-take agreement between cooperatives and large-scale industrial processes to ensure balanced pricing?
Thank you very much. I think the experience of anchor borrowers has shown the negative side of the contracts farming between the processors and the farmers. Most of the time, issue of pricing has been a difficult challenge. It's been a difficult aspect to both sides. There is a possibility of price spike, spike in the market, and also there's possibility of glut, which both, if you look at it, at the end of the day, there will be a loser. So the contract agreement should be something that should be designed by having two practitioners in mind and safeguarding both interests. It shouldn't be one-sided. What I mean is preparatory to entering into any contract for an outgrower scheme between processors who are the off-takers and the farmers, there should be a clear court legal framework that will support any eventuality that can come after the season. Farming is risky, and there are a lot of external factors that cannot be predetermined. So definitely, for any kind of contract to be, instead of fixing price, pre-agreeing before farming, because there can be market glut, there can be market spike, and all these things can determine and change the price. Either party can go at loss, and what we are looking is sustainability, a situation whereby if you do it now, you do it in the future. So for that to be reassured, there is the need for what is called price ban, a situation whereby there is a floor price and a ceiling price, whereby 80% or 90% of the cost is covered in case of any eventuality. It's going to be a 50-50 between the farmer and this in case of any eventuality, either in terms of glut or in terms of spike. So either that happens, they are going to share the loss or share the gain. So definitely there should be legal framework to support any possibility of any eventuality that may come at the end. So definitely legal documentation and this thing will go a long way in supporting any eventuality that may be foreseen. So definitely in terms of that, the legal team has a lot to play, and it shouldn't be one-sided. If you are doing it for the farmer, it shouldn't be one-sided, and if you are doing it for this thing, it should be something that is mutually beneficial for both parties. I remember during the 2016 Anchor Borrowers program by the CBN, we participated, and I think the bad side of it is the whole system collapsed because there was no proper legal provision to support both parties. For instance, as an off-taker at that time, our interest was not fully covered. It's only the interest of the farmer, and at the end of the day, we are bound with responsibility to recover the loan through the farmer, and at no benefit. Why I say at no benefit? Because the contract is stating clearly that we should pay at prevailing market price, and we should pay 48 hours after collecting it. There is no provision for any facility in terms of it, and there's no provision for any gain. I could have leave my money after the harvest. I go to the market and buy. I save myself the trouble of and the cost and the time to go around monitoring a farmer, because government has given him money, and I'm charged with the responsibility of recovering that fund. So at the end of the day, the attitude of the off-takers is very demotivated, and also at the end of the day, the farmer has his way, even though most of them are still defaulted for no reason. But at the end of the day, I think there was no proper legal framework that will support any eventuality that comes. So I think government need to do more to provide that enabling environment.
Thank you very much. We have just 2 minutes to round up this session. So I would like to ask each one of you for a last thought. Please, maybe we'll start with Dr. Diko,
Okay, so
especially on insurance, yes, or Takaful, which you
okay, we spoke about insurance, right? And we understand that both parties, the borrower and the borrowee, need a backup plan. Now the issue is we're here in the north and nobody likes insurance in the north. Why? Because it goes, one, against religious sentiments, and two, we just don't trust it. Now, I sit here and always I'll advocate for a system, and don't even look at it as a religious system. It's just something that eventually will fit into the north. We are a community of community-based cooperativeness. Most of the farmers are already aware or are already into a system of we do adashi, we do ajo, we do a community support system. And Takaful is community support. This is what it's based on. So if we want to increase financial inclusion for small-scale farmers, make it better for bigger-scale farmers, we have to find a way to incorporate Islamic insurance, which is Takaful, into the conventional system that is already existing. We have the National Agricultural Insurance Commission that does not acknowledge Takaful at all, which means half of the North will not take it in. We have a lot of financing systems that do not incorporate insurance into the financing. As I'm giving you money, I should make sure you take insurance. Then if I'm making sure you take insurance, if you are averse to conventional insurance, I should be able to make you take Takaful insurance so that I have my backup as a farmer, and then the person who is giving you the loan will also be incentivized, I think, to give you money because he knows there's backup. So Takaful is the key, really.
Okay.
All right, then.
Thank you very much. Mr. Washington, in 20 seconds, please.
Thank you very